Hey, what's good? So today, as you can see in the title, I'm just gonna make a quick video about the updated sources that I've been using to learn Korean. Recently, I've thought about a good little system to start studying Korean in a more structured way. And so I'm just gonna share what sources I've been using and just short methods that I've been using as well. Throughout the month, you're gonna be seeing me use more of these methods and different new ones that I've just been working on. So if you wanna see more of that, you should subscribe down below and get ready for a good month of content. I have it all planned. I'm very excited. I have my phone here so I don't forget anything that I wanted to talk about, but let's just get right into it. The first topic is grammar, and as for grammar, I have been using the Vitamin Korean 3 and up books. So what I like about these books is the fact that they teach you the grammar points in Korean, and obviously I'm not gonna understand 100%, but I learn new vocab whilst learning grammar points. So I just follow the different sections that they have in each chapter until I'm done with that chapter and then go next one. I have been lacking in my Korean grammar recently, so I decided that this would be a more structured way of just following some grammar points on different levels. Next, for grammar, obviously I talk about this a lot on my channel. If you've been here before, if you haven't, hi, welcome. But Talk to Me Korean is really good for grammar points, especially if you want a quick bite-sized grammar point. And then another grammar site that I have here is howtostudykorean.com. Howtostudykorean.com goes more in depth than Talk to Me Korean. I like that website, so if you haven't been checking that one out, you should go ahead. And then lastly, for grammar points, I use Naver blog. So sometimes Naver blog has teachers where they explain Korean grammar points in Korean for those who are learning English. So they give you example sentences and stuff like that. And obviously it's from a native Korean, so that could be the best source for learning this stuff. So sometimes I'll just look up the grammar point that I need to know, and if I see it on Naver blog, I go on Naver blog and look at it, I read through it, take notes, and that's how I use Naver blog to learn grammar point. Now let's talk about vocabulary. So earlier I was talking about the Talk to Me Korean premium lessons, and the podcasts are Pipim Chat, Suda Time, Iyagi, and the last one is long sentence training, just teaching you how to write longer sentences in Korean. But through that, I learned a lot of vocabulary and connecting words, so that's why I put it here. If you want to listen to a podcast in Korean, these are some good recommendations. For vocabulary, I'm also using books. Here are some suggestions I have. If you have more fictional reading though, please recommend. But I also use Korean webtoons, and every time I come across a word I don't know, I just jot it down in my new notebook. Recently I've been analyzing Korean songs a little more, and past 2 days I've learned 10 new words. So if you're into music and you're learning Korean or any other language really, this would be an awesome way to learn some new vocabulary. And then lastly, as you guys may or may not know, I have the Essential Korean Vocabulary book from Tuttle. I have the grammar book and the vocabulary book. I use it all the time, especially when I want to learn things in a certain topic. So I think it's really nice that I have it and I can look back to it when I need it. Now I'm just gonna share some things that I've been doing during my Korean sessions recently that have been helping me with my Korean learning. So first things first is reading out loud for 10 minutes every session. Just 10 minutes of me just reading out loud, trying to get the pronunciation down, writing down words that I don't know, looking them up later, and then just practicing speaking out loud. I think this is the perfect way to do it for an introverted kind of person like me. Another thing I have been doing is writing for 10 minutes every session. I'll do 10 minutes of writing about a certain topic. I'll pick the topic the night before and just write straight for 10 minutes. If I don't know a word, I just write it in English in a different color and I put it in brackets and then look it up later. But I try not to do that. I try to use whatever I can to get my point across. For listening, recently I just been watching a lot of Korean YouTube videos on my Korean channel, so I made a separate channel from the channel that I usually watch all my content just for Korean. I've also done this for French, Spanish, and educational videos, and so when I go into that channel, then I know I'm stuck on education. I only subscribe to education. If I'm in the Korean one, I only subscribe to Korean content. So I really think it's a nice way, and if you haven't been doing that, you should do it. And then obviously I watch a lot of Netflix, and so if you're watching shows in any language, you'll probably find one of those languages on Netflix, and so Netflix is a great tool. And if you're watching it on Chrome or Safari, I'm not sure Safari can do this, but I know Google Chrome has a language extension called Language Reactor, and if you haven't been using it, you can check out this video to see how you can make your own scripts and how to download it and stuff. It's really good. It just gives you the subtitles in the language that you're learning and the language you natively speak. So for me it'd be like English and Korean or English and French, English and Spanish, and then you can hover over it to see what word means and stuff like that. So if you haven't been using Language Reactor, you should totally go ahead and use it. And then lastly, I've been watching less dramas and more Korean variety shows. So like The Manager, I'm pretty sure it's called in English. I started Running Man. There's like 400 episodes last time I saw. This is like, it's giving Naruto, but you know, it's a good way to just learn some Korean. So The Manager, Home Alone, and Running Man are 3 variety shows I've been watching like religiously. But if you're into that and you're into like Korean variety shows, or even if you're like into like old Korean variety shows like We Got Married, I love We Got Married, and I wish like Netflix or Viki had it so I could watch it more. So if you're looking for any recommendations, these are some, and I hope you enjoy. It's a great way to learn Korean with natural Korean speaking. And my method of using these sources is either transcribing, and I mostly do these with YouTube videos because sometimes the YouTube videos have like the Korean subs embedded by the person who created the video. And then with like shows and stuff, I'll just watch it, listen through, jot down words that I don't know. And then for my speaking skills, I've been just using TikTok and Insta to post videos of me speaking. I haven't gotten any like feedback yet, so I guess I'm doing okay so far. I mean, I gotten good feedback, like your Korean sounds good, which thank you. So that means I'm not doing anything wrong so far. But I do want to do more speaking, which is why later today even I'm gonna be doing like a video. And also, as you guys may have seen on my channel, I posted a couple of videos in Korean on YouTube, and I want to do more of that. I can't wait for the fun stuff to come out. And then HiLocal and Hello Talk both have like community speaking. It's like Clubhouse but for languages, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you're looking for a place where you can speak in a community and stuff like that, that's the place to go. And that's for all the Korean sources that I'm using for this month and forward. This is it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.